95.5 KHFM, your classical station.
The Los Alamos Concert Association presents the final concert of their 25-26 season on June 6th when the Isidore String Quartet comes to town. And I'm pleased today to be speaking with a member of the quartet, violinist and New Mexico native Phoenix Avalon. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
I know a lot of folks in our audience will remember seeing you really from a very young age appearing as a soloist with orchestras here in New Mexico. So how and when did you develop a passion for chamber ensemble playing?
Yeah, I mean, chamber music has always been a big part of my life and education and everything. I think I played my first quartet as part of the Pro Musica Champs program in Santa Fe when I was about 7 years old or something. So it's been a long time. But yeah, I went to high school actually in Cleveland, and I studied extensively with the Cavani Quartet, and that's kind of where my real passion for chamber music and especially quartets kind of started to grow. And then summer festivals, I went to Meadowmount, Perlman Music Program, and that emphasizes, as well as the solo stuff, a lot of chamber music. So it just kind of grew from there and then did lots of it in college as well.
On June 6th, the Isidore Quartet brings a program of Brahms, Beethoven, and Bach to Los Alamos. It's called Brahms the Admirer. Can you talk about how this program came together?
Yeah, so this is kind of the brainchild, I guess, of Devin, our violist. His favorite composer has always been Brahms. It's kind of like his desert island composer. And the thing he likes and that we all like about Brahms so much is that he takes so much inspiration from the stuff behind him, but he also was such a inspiration for people after him as well. And he's so new, so of his time, but also had such a reverence for Bach and for Beethoven and for Mozart, all the people that came before him. And especially in his B-flat quartet, which we'll be playing, it's a lot more classical in a certain way than a lot of his other works. And you hear a lot of that inspiration coming from Bach and a lot of that coming from Beethoven as well. So the first half of the program we formatted almost as a traditional Tridentine mass. So Devin arranged some arrangements from Bach chorales and also some just choral mass arrangements as well. So we play a Kyrie and etc. So we play that, and then we do some Brahms choral arrangements as well to kind of signify how inspired he was by the Bach choral works. And then followed by that is Beethoven Quartet, which is also in B-flat. The whole program's in B-flat, so it's a lot of B-flat. But Beethoven kind of takes that idea and runs with it in a very classical way, and then Brahms visits that again with his B-flat quartet. Yeah, expands on it further.
So you're kind of playing that side of Beethoven that's the sort of the Haydn-influenced lighter side of Beethoven, and then a very directly influenced Brahms work like that. I love the idea that those are side by side so that folks can really hear the influence. Is this a program that you've had a chance to perform quite a bit at this point, or is it a newly put together program?
Yeah, we've been playing it all season. So it's actually I think the last time that we're playing this program.
Well, I know you've been very busy, and I did want to ask you, one of the things you've been busy doing, you just put a new album out. So what's on that album and how can people find it?
Yeah, so that album is on all streaming services. So Apple Music and Spotify, as well as you can get CDs as well. But it starts with Haydn, Opus 20, number 2, which is I think it's the first Haydn quartet that we played together as a group. And we played it when we did the Banff competition in 2022 as well. So it's very personal, and we've had a lot of time with it and experienced our lives with it a lot. And then we play the Barber Adagio, which is kind of in memoriam to our most formative coach, Joel Krosnick, who passed last year. But that's kind of like in remembrance of him and paying homage to everything that he did for us. And then we play the Mendelssohn Opus 44 number 3 in E-flat, which is a super exciting, joyful work that he wrote as soon as he was married, right after he got married. So it's full of all this joy, full of all of this love. And we went on tour with it for a couple years, so it also means a lot. Then we end with Florence Price's Adorations, which is also the title of the album.
So that album, Adorations, just came out a couple months ago. The Isidore String Quartet bringing music of Brahms and Bach and Beethoven to Los Alamos on June 6th at 3 p.m. with a pre-concert talk hosted by KHFM's own Brent Stevens at 2. All of the information is at losalamosconcert.org. Thank you so much, Phoenix, for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you.